So, have you ever tried to manifest and you followed the rules that say you set your intention, you create a vision board, or you do a journal around what it is that you want, and then you feel what it feels like to have that thing that you want, and then you let it go and let the universe take care of it? But it never works. If you've had that experience, I'm going to tell you how to resolve that. If you've ever had that experience, I want you to know you're not alone. I have too. And I finally realized what was happening, why I was not getting any results. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, beloveds. This is Tamala, your empowerment partner, professor, and psychic. And today we're going to talk about how emotions can really mess up your manifesting process. So, in last week's video, where I talked about are the Akashic Records ungodly, and I'll link that video at the very end of this one so you can go and check that out. I talk about where our emotions are in relation to our dimensional experience, right? Third dimension is our physical body and our physical environment. Then there's our emotional body that's next, it's right outside of our physical body. Then there's our mental body, which is right outside of that. And then there is the fifth dimension, okay? So our emotional body is between our physical body and our mental body. So what does that mean? It means that our physical body, we have a physical experience that can create an emotion that then creates a thought, right? And that thought can perpetuate and then create emotions, and then the emotions can move us into action. So it goes up and down, right? So what then do emotions have to do with our manifesting? Well, when we take action in the third dimension, it's always to get something, to get somewhere for a specific purpose. Even if that purpose is to be lazy or to take a nap or to sleep or to soothe ourselves with food or wine or to have fun or to expand our consciousness or whatever, right? Everything that we do is in order to get a result. And our actions are what help us then get the result, because we want the result in our third dimension. So if we want our result in the third dimension, we have to take steps, actions in our third dimension, okay? Our emotional body, which is right outside of our physical body, that is the fuel that fuels our intention. It gives us motivation, okay? Motivation is a feeling. And so that motivation, that fuel, then moves us into action, emotion, energy in motion, okay? And so what it does is it makes us do stuff or not do stuff, which is also doing stuff, right? Even if we choose to not do something, we're still doing something. And so when we're trying to manifest, the idea is we set the intention, okay? We know what it is that we want to create or manifest. Then we fuel that intention with our emotions that then will create thoughts or ideas that then we know that are going to result in the thing that we want. So we take action and do that. Because when we take action, karma then spits out the resonant result, right? If we want to be happy, right? Something as nebulous as being happy, then we have to do things that actually make us happy. It's not expecting other people to make us happy because they can't. It's something we have to do. And so our emotions then become the motivator that moves us to action. So if we're setting an intention, we're feeling the feeling of, okay, what does it feel like to already have this thing? That works as a manifesting tool for a percentage of people on the planet, and it does not work for a percentage of people on the planet. And I'm going to explain. It doesn't work for me. And I tried it and tried it and tried it and tried it and tried it. And it wasn't until a mentor of mine made this statement last week and it finally went bing. I understand now why this doesn't work for me. The process of feeling what it feels like to have the thing, right? I have an intention. I want to have $1 million, let's say. And then I go into and I feel, what does it feel like to have $1 million? I have $1 million. Oh, it feels like this, and it feels good, and it feels liberating, and it feels like freedom, and it feels like that. And then I have those feelings. Okay. What that means is now I've gotten my result because I'm not an outcome person. I'm a process person. And that is determined through our manifesting blueprint, which I access through the Akashic records. But being a process person, it's not about the outcome for me. It's not about having the $1 million. Okay. It's about having the feeling of freedom and expansion and independence, right? That's what does it for me. What if in the manifesting process that I'm trying to do to create the $1 million, I give myself the feeling of what it feels like to have freedom and liberation and all of that good stuff? Guess what? I don't need the $1 million. I already fulfilled what it was I was looking for. And that's why it doesn't work for me. So to recap, if you are a process person, if you are motivated by the process, if you enjoy moving through the steps and the outcome is irrelevant, okay, like it is for me. It's not really for me about having $1 million. It's just not. I don't care if I have $1 million or $40 million or $40,000. I want to be able to do what I want when I want, period. Just all I want. Doesn't have to be a particular dollar figure. And so if I give myself the feeling of I have the ability to do what I want when I want, then check, done. I have it. And because I have it now, I can't manifest that $1 million because I already have the feeling. So what do I do instead? Well, I don't go into lack because lack is not having, right? So it's not having. We don't want to do that because we're just perpetuate the not having of it, right? So then how do I manifest $1 million? We're going to talk about that next. So I learned this part in 2008. And that was after the market crashed. I owned a real estate school. The market crashed. Nobody wanted to get into real estate. I lost my business. I lost my car. I lost my home. I moved to Atlanta with $47 in my pocket because I knew that they fed homeless people in Atlanta. And I knew if nothing else, I wouldn't starve to death because I was pretty much starving to death at home where I was. I had no place to live. I had no money to buy food. I just needed to move. And so what I discovered during that process was if I could be grateful for what I had in the current experience, then I got the next thing. If I was looking for the next thing, I wouldn't get it because I didn't have that next thing. It was lack, right? Oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. Well, I want it, which means I don't have it. That continued to perpetuate the I don't have it. But if I could just say, this is what I have. I'm so grateful for what I have. Thank you, thank you, thank you that I'm not on the street. Thank you that I have food. Thank you that I'm not cold and it's raining outside. And how wonderful is it that, I have a safe place to be inside, and really be grateful about that. Then that opened up the next thing. That opened up the job. It opened up the next job. It opened up all these extra blessings that came to me that I wasn't even expecting or looking for, because I'm a process person. And in moving through the process of finding my gratitude of where I am in the present moment, that really allowed me to get out of the way of allowing the universe and my guides and spirit to bring me the next thing, and put me in a place of total receptivity in accepting more things that I'm going to be grateful for. And so what I've also learned is, for me, I have to implement that practice of gratitude of where I'm at, in place of feeling what it feels like to have the thing that I want. Okay? Because remember, if I feel like I have the thing, I have fulfilled that requirement. I've checked that box. I'm done. It means I'm not going to get the thing that I'm trying to manifest. So instead, what I have to do is set my intention, and then look around in my real life experience and go, okay, what do I have right now that is on the pathway to this thing that I want, that I'm really super, super grateful for? And then what is the resonance of this intention that I want at the end? What's the resonance of the $1 million? Okay, I want $1 million. What's the resonance of that? It's freedom and liberation. Okay, all right, I want freedom and liberation. I want to be able to do what I want when I want, no matter what it is. Okay, so I'm not going to feel that. Instead, I'm going to go, okay, what is going to offer me the opportunity to be grateful in my life right now where I'm at, that allows me to be close to or move toward being able to do anything I want when I want. Okay, what is that thing? And so when I tap into that now, it means that I'm my own boss. I own my company, I own my business, I set my schedule, spirit sets my pricing, and I really literally have the ability to work 1 day a week or 7 days a week. I can do anything I want. I can work at 3:00 in the morning, which I do, and I can start my business at 1:00, which I do, and I can do what I want when I want. I can schedule clients when I want. I can not schedule clients when I want. And so I can be really super, super, super grateful about that. And just sit in gratitude that, wow, I got myself to the place where I can set my own schedule, where I literally can make my business fit what works for me. I took 6 weeks off in 2019. Yeah, 2019. And I took 6 weeks off and went to Europe and spent 6 weeks. I worked 4 hours in the whole 6 week period, and I made more money in that 6 week period than I had in 2 months before. Okay. And I only worked 4 hours. It was because I was in the energy of liberation and freedom. Right. And understanding now why the old process of feeling what it feels like to have it never worked for me, and understanding how gratitude does, it completely has shifted my understanding of my manifesting process. Because I could manifest, sure, manifest, manifest, manifest. But there was that little thing that was always tripping me up, because it's like, wait a minute, everybody else feel the feeling of what it feels like to have it. And when I do that, I never, ever, ever get that thing, ever. If I ever feel the feeling of what it feels like to have it, I never get it. And when my mentor said, because you've done it now, I was like, bing, now I have language around this. Now I understand. Now I can just relax into it and know that all this time, me using my gratitude practice and being able to manifest through my gratitude practice has been real. It's not been challenging or frustrated or done because I wanted to be contrary to what everybody else was saying and doing, because that wasn't it at all. It's just their way didn't work for me, and I couldn't explain why. And now I can. So if you know that you're a process person, then please know that you have this other option. So try it. Write down your intention. Figure out what you already have in your life that allows you to be close to that intention, and be really super, super grateful about where you are right now. Not where you're going in the future, where you are right now. Gratitude, 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 real gratitude, like feel it, feel the emotion of gratitude for where you are right now. Holy crap, I got myself here. Got myself here. And feel it and appreciate it. And thank your spirit helpers if you work with them, or thank God or Goddess if you work with them. And really come into honor and integrity of the relationship that you now have with this thing that's in your life that you're grateful for. And just be in that gratitude. Wow. Wow. I'm so grateful. And mean it. And then watch the doors open in front of you, because it will make a huge difference. I promise you. So if you have had trouble manifesting in the old way, try this new way. And remember, I always told you, don't just buy it because I said it. Put it into practice. Try it. See what happens for you. Make the effort to do the work, because that is the only way that we change our experiences. We have to do the work ourselves. Now, one last thing that you may want to try is you can offer gratitude for your future dreams in the process of, I'm so grateful that there is a clear pathway from what I have in my current experience to this future dream that I have, to this intention that I have. I'm grateful that that pathway is straight and full of ease and joyful and prosperous. And make sure that the resonance of what you're grateful for now and the resonance of the thing that you want to create or manifest is a similar resonance. If those resonances are different, you can't get there from here. So make sure those resonances are the same. Make choices, take actions that are resonant with where you are and where you want to be, because it has to be a congruent pathway. If they're incongruent, you can't get here from there, right? So don't even try it. Align yourself, figure it out. What is the resonance of this? What is the resonance of this? And what actions can I take that resonate with both of those things that are going to move me toward? Because remember, it's not just about being grateful. It's also, as we're being grateful, gratitude is in the emotional body, right? It's that fuel. that then opens us up to ideas, which are in our thoughts, in our mental body, ideas of actions that we can take in our third dimension that then will get us more gratitude, right? So I hope that this has been helpful for you. Please remember to comment, like, and share. And in the comments, please let me know which of these two manifesting processes work for you. If you're an outcome person, feeling what it feels like to have that outcome is going to work for you. If you're a process person, then going into gratitude for where you are right now is going to work for you. Let me know which one you are. Go out and practice and then come back and let me know how it worked for you. Also, remember to share this with anyone that you think could be blessed by it. And I will look for you next week.